Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Let's Play Starcraft 2, Wings of Liberty on the Mysterious JG. Apologies for that last video. I never really feel that great when mission like that goes over an hour. I mean, it was one thing when, like, Omega from Brood War took over an hour, because I did that as fast as I could. But that mission, anytime there's multiple tries to win or save load hacks, I mean, I try to avoid them. The only time you're ever going to see save load hacks out of me is if I've invested enough time in a video that I'm just determined I'm going to beat the mission and not record another video. Or, like, I need to hurry up and get to bed, like was the case last time. So now it's a night later and, well, frankly, I didn't get around to playing this until I need to be in bed sometime in the next 90 minutes at the most, so hopefully we won't have a repeat of the performance last time. So we're going to ease our way back into StarCraft 2 hard mode, and I mean, certainly you can tell the difference. If you go back and look at the first couple of missions where I was on normal, and these last couple of videos, you can see a big difference between normal and hard mode in this game. Very pronounced difference. If I was playing all the way through on normal, these last missions would have been a little bit harder than those early ones, but wouldn't see the kind of difference that we're seeing. Mostly it's because it seems like they've changed the amount of minerals and Vespene you have at each base. So you just have a lot less resources to work with, and the enemy AI is more aggressive, but the lack of resources is a much bigger deal. So let's have a chat with Tosh.
I hear you've been making friends. That Valerian's tougher than he looks. He had to survive all alone, while his daddy was off conquering this sector.
Yeah, it sounds really hard.
I hear you've been
That's all he's got to
making
say,
friends.
never mind.
Time for a bold, unstoppable plan.
Well, let's look at the news, then we'll think about what we want to upgrade at the armory. Food libraries.
This is Kate Lockwell for UNN. Tonight, top Dominion military analysts are still confused and relieved to report that while attacks do continue throughout the Fringe, the main Zerg push into Dominion space seems to have slowed.
That's wonderful news, Kate. Our boys have really taken the fight to the Zerg.
Yeah, it's all Jim Raynor.
Of course, Donnie. But there's also a sense that whatever the Zerg were after, they either got it or they've given up on it. We may never know.
You heard it here first.
There wasn't a lot of wackiness in that one.
Lots of folks ready to fight.
For the right price. Duskwings. I haven't spent any money on mercenaries in this playthrough because I very rarely remember to get them. But Duskwings are kind of tempting. They've got more health and they do more damage, which is really nice. Duskwings were one of the first Banshee squadrons deployed by the Dominion. They soon went AWOL when they realized that freelancing with their new toys is a way to get rich quick. It's very tempting to pick them up, but I will instead concentrate. First of all, we have to go to food laboratories and get our last piece of Protoss research. Dr. Narud's going to give us money for stuff, so we got 30,000 credits. We have to choose between Orbital Strike, low-cost drop pod that lets us send our infantry units straight into the Hyperion, from the Hyperion to the rally point. This technological marvel gives the ability to reinforce instantly from far from our main base, surprise the enemy from above. To me, this just isn't really that great. I mean, it could be useful in some situations, but you have to clear a path anyway. I mean, otherwise you just, unless you queue up all of your guys to drop at the same time, and you'd have to have a lot of barracks. You'd have to have them all queued up producing units at the same time before you could drop them into enemy territory and have them do anything other than die. And if you're not dropping them into enemy territory, you're dropping them into some place that you could reach without combat, then I don't see the point of it at all. So you definitely want to go for Tech Reactor, combines Tech Reactor, Tech Lab, and the Reactor. Protoss Plasma Shields have finally given us the ability to fit the Tech Lab and the Reactor into a single structure add-on. This new add-on, known as Tech Reactor, replaces the old Tech Lab Reactor add-ons, allows us to train two of any unit type simultaneously. This is really good. Means that the units that you usually had to have a special add-on just to build it all, you can now build two of them at a time. Definitely getting that. this guy have anything to say?
Yeah, okay. Have you seen my stapler?
Not enough minerals. Let's see what the Protoss tank has to tell us. Because it should have the last little piece of text for this. All of the containment reinforced structural integrity theorems I developed in studying this crystal are starting to well crystallize. I think we might be able to contain the energies that once required huge machines, or even manufacture structures capable of hot landings from orbital origins with acceptable stresses. I don't understand the difference. I mean, this first one I kind of, maybe with the tech energy, the Protoss energy containment, they can use one structure to do kind of stuff that it took two energy structures before. But the hot landings, I don't know. It's a shame. I haven't truly learned anything from this crystal. I just observed the smallest details from it and somehow wrangled a few tidbits from the crystal. When the crystal helped me. I don't understand how the Protoss can possess technology of this magnitude and not rule the known universe. Perhaps they simply don't want to? Last entry on this sample, I figured out where it is putting all that excess energy. It's feeding the Hyperion, subtly helping to power the ship, balancing out some of the more ragged systems. It's giving of itself and has been since it got here. Swan is excited that the ship is running so well, but he has no idea why, and I'm not going to tell him. Can't blame me for that, bucko. You're dead meat, bucko.
So, what's the problem, Swan?
What's the problem? You only signed us up with our mortal enemies. Every one of these boys lost family or friends to Mengsk. We're gonna be sitting on a powder keg pretty soon. Can't you see that?
It ain't up for discussion, Swan.
Bitch.
I gotta do this.
What else we got? We got the Banshee. Created by the Dominion military to terrorize rebellious colonists, the Banshee was used to great effect in the urban and rural settings. Urban and rural settings, its agile, sneaky capabilities quickly propelled it onto the front lines against the Zerg, Protoss, and Terran forces. The DN-51 Banshee cloak generator is one of the most sophisticated pieces of equipment in the Dominion arsenal. When a Banshee is shot down, special teams are deployed to recover the generator or destroy it. And we've got Spectres. Side effect of the Spectre training regimen is a marked increase in eccentricity. Many Spectres carry totems or other trinkets to enhance their abilities. Also, they really like listening to some very horrible music. They're eccentric. There's speculation that the Dominion still uses Spectres in a number of operations despite the ostensible shutdown of the program. Spectres, tell me, you ever see a Spectre? No, because they don't exist. Gabriel, Spectres. You ever see a Spectre? No, because they don't exist. I don't know that I really did a very good Tosh voice there. Rumored to be the first Spectre, speaking to the Cyberrush of the Omanjan News Service, Mr. Royce appeared a week later and has not been seen since. Okay, folks, so the next mission we have to choose. We can do the first mission for Valerian Mengsk, which sends us towards the end game. Although I believe we are given the option of not finishing, and we don't have to go do the end game stuff until we are ready. Which means that this plotline that we haven't fully explored, which is the Rebellion against Mengsk plotline, we can come back and do that later. So we have to decide, do we want to do the Rebellion against Mengsk plotline, which should be easier, and get units that we can use? The thing is, really, the units that we'll get during that plotline are not going to be useful in the next mission we have to do. Next mission we have to do for, the first mission we do for Valerian Mengsk is the one where we get Battlecruisers, and it's kind of tempting to get Battlecruisers for these other missions, but I don't know. How much would it cost to fully upgrade my Banshees with everything they can do? Less than half of what I've saved up. So they can launch multiple missiles on a line, which could be useful. And they can remain cloaked for twice as long. Very useful. If you're going to use Banshees at all, that would be a good way to go about it. I haven't been buying any of these upgrades, but I really haven't been using these units that much. Yep, I went the whole game without buying this because I knew that eventually I would get something where I didn't need them. A really long time without getting that. I probably should get it. I don't know. I just don't know. We're going to be going in this next mission, I think. We probably won't need to do much with them. Oh, I need to think about this.
Sir, we're receiving a transmission from the Bucephalus. Prince Valerian's holding on the communicator for you.
Lovely.
Sir, I have to question your objectivity on this alliance. It's obviously a trap.
The Alliance and
I got it
Hulkamania?
covered, Matt. I'm asking you to trust me.
We were starting to make real progress against Mengsk.
No, we weren't.
If we go after the Queen of Blades, we're throwing that away.
This is bigger than Minsk. Matt, if we succeed on Char, we'll save billions of lives. Billions.
We'll go a lot of
Minsk
berserk.
can wait.
I didn't sign up for this.
You signed up to follow my orders. If you can't do that anymore, then get the hell off my ship!
Sir.
Sir, if I actually am the player character from Starcraft, you fucking owe me everything, because I'm like the only reason you're around. And if I'm not, then I'm just some weenie who has no place telling you what to do.
You sure about this?
Yeah,
You
why not?
gotta know Minsk is gunning for you.
Which makes...
He'll hit you in a way you'll never see coming.
I can handle Minsk, Tychus.
Just watch your back, old buddy. That's all I'm asking.
I said I can handle it. If you don't want to be a part of this, you can take your 30% and go.
Buddy, I'm trying to warn you that I was clearly set free from prison by Mex. And there's a part of me don't want to kill you, but never mind.
Ah,
Hey, buddy.
Commander Rayner. I thought we might discuss the expedition to Char. Now,
This
got
is a
Gen G
dangerous
here with
game
me.
You're playing, kid. What's your stake in
The
all
most
this?
dangerous
Jim, I really think we should...
Yeah, I like making him wait.
I can see why my father wants to kill you.
I
You hung
asked
up
you a
on me.
question.
I hate it when there's bad
Wonders
cell
if I would be
connections.
as good an emperor as my father. But I want something more. To prove that I will be a better emperor.
I want
and
to
a better
rule
man.
Sector
That
5.
shouldn't be hard.
If I reform the worst mass murderer in history, make her human again, teamed with the famous outlaw Jim Raynor, that's all the proof I'll need.
But that...
So I'm just a cog in your machine.
I don't really understand his
If it gets you
plan,
what
but...
you want, do you care?
Yes, I don't.
So my plan is to reform the greatest mass murderer ever and turn her human and team up with the terrorists to do it. That will prove to everyone that I'm the best ruler ever. Okay, folks. So we can do the Sigma Quadrant or Valhalla. Sigma Quadrant or Valhalla.
Commander, our mutual friends at the Mobius Foundation have located the last artifact fragment. When this final piece is secured, we can proceed to Char and confront Kerrigan. Good luck, Mr. Rayner. I fear you'll need it.
This will give us the Battlecruiser. Massed Battlecruisers are expensive and generally not a good idea, but if you can afford them, they're really hard to stop. Alternately, and in the mission that we're about to do, they're really the only thing you have that's viable. That is in Sigma Quadrant. As is often the case, the unit that you get for the first time in a mission is the one you really want to use. We also have Valhalla.
The decrypted adjutant contains records proving Mengsk ordered the massacre on Tarsonis. Now we just need to broadcast those records. Mirahan gave us a tip that might help. The Dominion is unveiling a new war machine called the Odin on Korhal. If we hijack the Odin, we can use it to gain access to the UNN studios and broadcast the records of Mengsk's war crimes. The Odin is currently in the testing facility on Valhalla.
I think the Sigma Quadrant... I don't know what we really want to do with the Wraith. I can attack ground and air units, so it's... I don't even think you can build Wraiths in Starcraft 2 multiplayer. It's just one of those units that was in Starcraft, so they throw in the campaign for funsies. But it can attack land and air. I mean, I guess I'll build a bunch of them because it's what it's generally what works, is to build a bunch of whatever unit the mission recommends. Or rather gives to you. But yeah, it's time to do Sigma Quadrant, so we'll actually have access to Battlecruisers for more of the missions. Oh, I don't know. I mean, as far as doing them in the order, you're vaguely meant to do things in, Engine of Destruction would come first. But this Valhalla thing will eventually lead to you being able to build the Thor, which is kind of the most funnest and coolest of the Terran ground units, but it's certainly not going to be useful to do Sigma Quadrant later. We finished this one. I'm almost positive that we don't have to... Well, you know what? I'm curious. Let's do this one first and see if it messes up the game.
My Mobius associates have finally tracked down the last piece of the artifact.
My
It's on a
Mobius
derelict
buddies.
Zelnaga ship located within the Sigma Quadrant.
Pretty far off the beaten path, Junior.
The artifact
On
is
the Gamma Quadrant?
here. The ship has several rip field generators which disintegrate everything at a molecular level in a matter of moments.
Rip field
Fortunately,
generators.
our new Minotaur-class battlecruisers should be able to survive the fields long enough to destroy the generators.
Anything else we should know?
Well, long-range scans have identified a sizable Tal'Darim force holding in the area.
Fun.
We are in way over our heads on this one, Jimmy. Walking into rip fields. I didn't sign up for no suicide mission. We should just take the money and run.
Getting cold feet, Tygus?
I lost 9 years in prison on account of you. Ain't
Ish.
tossing what's left of my life away just so you can rescue your little princess.
You haven't even done anything for
Remember,
like 10 missions.
You own me, partner.
Not enough to quit on something like this. You're relieved. You can sit this one out, partner.
He's been sitting out all of them.
Then. You know where I'll be.
In the can. Had Taco Bell for lunch.
Adjutant, prep the ship for jump. Let's get this over with.
Oh man, I sure hope we can get it over with. I sure hope this one doesn't take about 30 tries. Take time between destroying side generators to prepare and build up your forces. Yeah, for sure. I'm going to have to build science vessels to follow my battlecruisers around. And as a general rule, I'm going to not want to waste resources on anything except science vessels, battlecruisers, and research for them. I will start out with some battlecruisers, which is handy. Boy. Sigma Quadrant. Now, Sigma is Greek for 5, right? I remember that I always thought the Gamma Quadrant was a really cool name back in Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Because the idea was that they discovered this place that was really far away, and they called it Gamma Quadrant, which would be like the 5th quadrant. I thought that was really cool. Because like they'd already mapped out their own space into 4 quadrants, and then something came from outside of that. It's so far away, it's completely off of their map. And then someone told me that it's, Gamma is like 3. Or 4, rather. Delta is 3. And I was like, oh. So this is the Sigma Quadrant, so I guess this is actually doing the thing I thought Deep Space Nine was doing.
Caution. Anomalous gravity distortion detected.
Also,
There's the first rip
not
field
enough
Valerian talked
minerals.
about. The battlecruisers should be able to survive long enough to destroy the generator,
Hope
but
so.
only if they concentrate their fire.
Got it.
So let's not screw this up, that's what I'm trying to say.
You hailed? Take no prisoners. Commencing bombardment.
Okay, now they start taking constant damage as long as they're within range of this thing. And although I won't bother here, it's a really good idea to use the Yamato cannon against these things sometimes. And now, thanks to magic Zerg technology, they will regain health.
What do you think, sir? Quick smash and grab?
We're gonna need more than a couple of battlecruisers to blast our way through.
Take your time, Commander. I'd rather do this right and get the artifact.
I wish I could take my time, but you give me these tiny bases with no frickin' resources in them. Sons of bitches.
Bad news?
You're soaking in it.
Go ahead.
We'll be lucky to find any normal resources here.
Yeah.
But centuries of asteroid impacts have scattered mineral fragments and crystallized Vespene all over the wreck.
All right. We'll scout around and see what we can pick up.
Course laid in.
So these guys will basically hang out here to keep an eye out for any Protoss landing parties until I feel like I'm ready to launch my next attack. But as they pointed out, can you even see how many minerals are in it? No, you can. So said in a previous comment that you can't see how many minerals there are anymore, and I was just basically wrong.
Huh? I'm going.
I think eventually we'll be given additional mission instructions, but we haven't been given them yet.
SCV ready.
Add-on complete.
You're the boss.
Whoa,
Yep.
I didn't see you down there.
Well,
When'd you show up, buddy?
take it slow. I'm on it. Oh, really?
Oh, really? You're on it, are you?
Good job, Move it. Sure thing. Yep.
Maybe this will be an extraordinarily easy mission for me. Maybe this is just going to be exactly the break I needed, because it's a mission where you are told to take things slow.
Oh, really?
Well, that wasn't a good idea to just send him over there.
En route. Ah, how exciting. You hailed?
Yeah, so that was actually a pretty bad idea what I just did there. This is, comparatively speaking, a pretty rich base.
In the rear with the gear.
But I do need to be careful.
Roger.
I don't want to build up a huge force of workers this time. I will feel like I'm wasting resources. Although getting resources quickly is
SCV ready.
pretty much always a good idea in this game.
Yeah, whatever. Gotcha. Woohoo!
Abandoned.
SCV ready. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
You hear me?
Need an engineering bay before I can build missile turrets, and I think I'm going to need to build missile turrets because
Not enough minerals.
yes, anyway.
engage.
I was encouraged to take my time. The briefing told me to take my time. So we're actually back to my preferred style of play, it seems like.
Explorer reporting.
That was like a an attack ship there. Or not an attack, that was one of their drop ships.
Move it. Yep. It's your dime.
This may seem like a waste, but there's gonna come a point later where they really start bothering me with their attacks. I can no longer just
Additional supply
constantly...
depots required.
I can't just keep huge fleets of these guys hanging around. I'm gonna have to take over this next little island, and they're gonna start trying to, like... That was obnoxious. They destroyed that thing already.
Who called in the fleet?
Roger. Well, butter my biscuit. You're the boss.
I'm just gonna try to build ground defenses that will
Your dime.
work against anybody who
You hail?
starts to give me crap.
Receiving headquarters.
By and large, the best thing I can do is just keep my fleet here until I'm ready to attack, because they'll keep having to run across them. Are you... Yeah. I don't want to waste a ton of resources on those ground defenses. And I may have already done too much, but... Yeah, I may have already done a little too much, really.
Big job, huh?
There's a couple of things that we need to get going. We're going to be highly dependent on Battlecruisers in this mission, because they're really the only things that have the hit points to go into those, you know, nasty, whatever they are, shredder area things, places, thingy-majiggers, food libraries. So we'll need to build a lot of them, and we'll need to level them up. Rather research their upgrades. Anytime I'm going to be building a massive one unit type, building a massive one unit type is generally frowned on, but if you're going to do it, then get really good at make those really effective.
Oh, really?
And at some point I'm going to need to build another science vessel so that the first one can heal, or rather that the two of them can heal each other when they get in any kind of trouble.
Well, will do.
I wonder if this would be a good time to, oh, never mind, we're going to get it back. Beautiful. So would this be a good time to try to take this thing out?
Take it slow.
No, it wouldn't be at all. Not at all.
Vespine geyser exhausted. Mineral field depleted.
Yeah, I'm already running out of stuff. I need to get going to the next base. Vespine geyser's already exhausted.
Go ahead.
This sucks. That being said, I can probably upgrade these two.
What's going on? Yeah.
Mineral field depleted.
Man, they didn't last that long, did they?
Oh, really? Squadron en route.
All right, boys. Hit him with the Yamato cannon.
Engage.
A couple of shots from that'll flatten anything.
Oh, shit.
Mineral field depleted.
What is it?
Mineral field depleted.
Whatever that is. You hail? Yes, Commander. Yes?
Ah, greetings, Command. Big job, huh?
Now you get back over here. I don't know what you want to do, but whatever you want to do it over
Mineral
here.
field depleted.
We'll go ahead and save here, although probably I've already overbuilt my stationary defenses. We'll get as many of these guys as have the energy.
Mineral
Y'all
field
motto
depleted.
gun that thing.
Mineral field depleted.
Damn it, guys! All of you come over here together. That was probably my fault, but
Will do. Patching you through.
Base is under attack. Upgrade complete.
I might need to go do something about those attackers.
Upgrade complete. Base is under attack. We are running low on minerals at this location. Additional mineral supplies have been located nearby.
Yeah, I got that. Oh, good.
Antaro Tassadar, friend Reno.
What up, bitch?
The Tal'Darim have imprisoned all who oppose them. Release us, and we will gladly fight at your side against them.
Sounds like fun. So did these Protoss here actually get wiped out, or what? Pleasant surprise if it's so. But I gotta build a dropship. Yeah, that's a pleasant surprise, actually. You need to come out of there, buddy.
Oh, really?
I would dearly love to. I mean, getting rid of those things would be a huge deal.
Base is under attack.
Oh, never mind. There they are.
Yes, sir.
I'll let them keep beating up this thing because it'll... Hey, leave me alone.
Picking up or dropping off? Confirmed.
Base is under attack.
Somebody, get me out of this mess.
Yeah, that was frustrating.
What is it?
Ah! You scared me!
There is about 100 minerals
Life
there,
flight's
so
here.
not really worth the trouble. What are you doing here, you jerk?
Patching you through. Okay.
Okay.
Abandoned ship.
It's probably a really bad idea, but I'm going to keep the research going. Yeah, you guys get sucked into that. That's fine.
Base is under attack.
Waiting on you. Dropping off.
Oh, really? Engage.
Bad news? Huh? Sure thing.
Okay.
We hear you.
You hailed?
So we got out of that first base okay. And we got a nice little force of battlecruisers here, so... we lost kind of a lot of guys. And they keep attacking us over here. We might just need to let this place go. Although it is currently our best source of some stuff that we kind of need.
Talk to me.
What's going on? Big job, huh? Go ahead. Yes, sir. In the rear with the gear. Yep.
You shame to lose this command center.
SCV ready. Roger.
Meantime, let's grab all this extra resources. And there's guys coming over here. What? Damn you guys.
Base is under attack.
That was exciting.
Base is under attack. Upgrade complete.
Maybe I should just let this go.
Upgrade complete. Base is under attack.
I'm gonna lose the geez, that's about it.
Oh, really?
Base is under attack.
Cauterize the area.
Kill everything a lot.
En route.
Base is under attack.
Roger.
Okay, anyway, you were gonna drop down here.
Abandon ship.
Collect a bunch of stuff.
Gotcha.
You hail?
Base is under attack.
Oh, really? Cauterize the area.
Because if I can get my research done there so I don't have to build another armory, all I'm losing is supply depots.
Acknowledged.
So I'm kind of hard-pressed to care that much.
Picking up or dropping off?
Especially if I can build supply depots up on the ridge there or something.
Here's your stop.
Ah! You scared me!
How long can he survive this
I'm
dead
going.
area? Not at all. Okay.
Talk to me. Dropping off.
Bad news?
Life flight's here. Here's your stop.
Big job, huh?
My mouse is acting up on me, or...
Roger.
Abandon ship.
Base is under attack.
Damn it, you guys. Cancel the research so I get back the resources. Let the baby have their bottle and destroy this base. I don't care about defending it anymore.
That's the negatory. It's blocked.
Oh, you can't get to where I told you to build.
In the rear with the gear.
That's fine. Understandable.
Base is under attack.
Yes, sir. Will do. Woohoo! Over.
Base is under attack.
Yeah, they can have that. I'm not even going to land anything except I'll need to land this, of course, so I can build more ships.
Base is under attack.
What's left is a depleted Vespene geyser, those two things. If they can knock themselves out with that, I'm not really going to bring myself to do anything about it. And it would be pretty nice to get over there and attack that thing, just to give myself a little more breathing room without these funky fresh death fields.
Base is under attack. Add-on complete.
I had a medevac here, which should be able to take care of these guys.
Huh? Woo-hoo! Overtime! Yep. Yes, sir. Will do.
Abandon ship.
The way they yell abandon ship anytime anything even comes close to them is just amusing to me.
Big job, huh? Go ahead. Yeah.
Guess I'll just build one armory and research the other two upgrades one at a time. Soon I'll be able to start building my forces again, which will be nice.
In the rear with the gear. What's going on?
Yeah, the frustrating thing will be, of course, that if I depend on having this big fleet of these guys, I will eventually hit a point where they're not able to be everywhere at once, and I'm getting attacked while I'm trying to attack, and they ain't really built for speed. Oh, I lost my fusion core, that's right.
Bad news?
I do need one other building. I need a fusion core to build more of these guys.
Uh-huh. Ah! You scared me!
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Greetings, Command.
What is it?
Now these guys can be
Cauterize the
freed
area.
fairly easily. There's no reason... I'm not required to keep the Tal'Darim guys alive. But generally speaking, they can be useful because they do not take damage when they're in this little area.
How exciting!
Explorer reporting.
Huh?
These guys are over there doing...
Our SCVs are under attack.
Damn.
Well? You hailed?
Not really sure what he was doing over there by himself. I guess he
Taking
was
no
following
prisoners.
somebody. This is kind of frustrating. Maybe I should
Yes,
have
Commander.
some stationary defenses here after all. Yes, Commander. You should have stationary defenses here. Obviously. Nothing else keeping them in my base will mean they can defend my workers a little bit.
Oh, really?
Our thanks, James Raynor.
You're pretty cool,
The
dude.
Tal'Darim will pay for their treachery.
Big time. Seriously.
Clever.
Fuck them up.
I am the blade of Shakuras. I am but a phantom. I will comply.
It's hard to simply.
By the void. Khartoum. I will comply. I strike.
I don't
from
think
the
they're taking
shadows.
damage. Maybe they are.
Clever.
Yes, we're totally.
I am intrigued.
What is it?
What's your deal?
Bad news? Big job, huh?
What happened to my, I had a ship. There he is.
Sure thing.
Where's the emergency?
Yeah, him. Get him.
Watch your step.
Upgrade complete.
In the pipe, 5x5. Picking up or dropping off?
Well?
We have you on vision. Ah, greetings,
Okay. Excellent.
Ah! You scared me!
Now, for some unknown reason, you were not marked as idle.
Yeah, whatever. It's your dime. Uh-huh. Yep.
So I'll keep you busy for a little while. Meanwhile, we got more transports heading over here for whatever reason. Don't know why they think that's going to be useful, but they do. I'd like to avoid losing these Tal'Darim guys because I can't replace them, but therefore I'm going to start saving, even though I'm not supposed to be doing save load hacks. There's these jerks.
Ah, so exciting. Patching you through.
Receiving echo.
Well? Oh, really?
Fear is an illusion.
The demon is fear, by the way.
What would you ask of us?
What's your deal? Yeah, attack it. Why aren't you guys all attacking it? Free your buddies. And your ass will follow.
We will join the hunt for the Tal'Darim.
We will. Kill that guy a lot.
I am intrigued.
So we have to, they probably have observers, but the big thing is to avoid photon cannons of these guys.
I am but a
There's
phantom.
probably photon cannons up here.
By the void.
Yep.
Clever.
Actually, no, there won't.
I will comply.
Assault
Clever.
supply.
Khartoum. I am the blade of Shakuras. Alakur de Shakan.
Oh, that's one of the thingies that we need to wipe out.
Upgrade complete.
Damn it, I got in range of their guys. They can see me now. If they could see me now, they would kick my ass. Upgrade was completed, so that's it. That's as good as our battlecruisers are going to get. And now we got more battlecruisers to kick more ass. And I hesitate to pull them away simply because it leaves my base exposed, and right now all I've got is this fleet. I'm not really doing much of anything else.
Commencing bombardment.
Greetings, Command.
No, guys, do not shoot down the fighters. Shoot down the carriers. Hey.
Vault. We are very close to the artifact.
Pretty cool, huh?
Make peace with your gods.
Oh, shit.
Violence. You will now answer for your crimes.
What?
That Protoss mothership is formidable, sir.
Oh.
Scans indicate it's capable of cloaking nearby friends and phasing enemies out of existence for a short time.
Is it coming after us, or is it just going to hang out?
Full attack, all weapons.
It's
Base
on
is
the
under
move,
attack.
or...
Commencing bombardment.
Oh, cool, those guys defended my base. They're good friends.
Cauterize the area. Who called in the fleet?
Oh man, it seriously is on the move. I don't remember it having worked this way before. I thought it just hung around.
Weapons charged and ready.
My blades thirst for vengeance.
Patching you through. Yes, Commander. Take no prisoners. Authorize the area. Commencing bombardment.
Base is under attack.
Shit.
Take no prisoners.
This isn't really going that well right now.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Now what?
Abandon ship.
I think I just lost.
Who called in the fleet?
I got nobody to build new stuff with. I could still theoretically win. But yeah, they took out all my SCVs and my base, so I can't build new SCVs. I've probably just lost.
Oh, really?
Let's see if we can still salvage this. We should really have just lost.
Nasperu Unadar. I am the blade of Shakuras. By the void. I am...
Patching you. Commencing bombardment. Yes, Commander.
We have you on visual. Receiving headquarters.
What is it?
It is possible for me to still win this thing, but
Patching you through. Yes, Commander.
Transmit orders.
you dig. Stay away from that mothership, I hope.
Oh, really? Override the area. What is charged? Well, commencing bombardment. Whatever that.
Whatever that means, Jesus. I don't get you guys.
Take no prisoners.
Okay. Now, because of the destruction of my base, I don't have enough
All weapons.
stuff to build more units. But I've got resources.
Truly you bring freedom to all, friend Rainer.
Take it slow.
What's that? No. Sorry. Let's have Group 1 all get over here and try to get their health back.
Come in. Receiving headquarters.
Patching you through.
We have you on visual.
Jakul Enoch. I am intrigued.
Are you sure we can't build a new base for you guys? We'd love to do it if we could. Yeah, this is kind of a setback here, the fact that I let them take out my base.
Yes, Commander. Ah, how exciting. Oh, really? Squadron on...
Vortex. Protoss mothership has the ability to create a vortex that can suck enemy units inside of it. The units inside the vortex are out of the battle and but will be released after a short time. So they're kind of like arbiters. But even more irritating, I guess.
Transmit orders.
You hailed? Yes, Commander.
Oh man, they got another
Authorize the
one?
area.
Another one shows up?
Abandon ship. Okay.
Just want to try to take this thing out. Is that so wrong? Yay, it's not wrong, it's right, and we win. Woohoo!
All right, we're clear. Grab that thing and set a course to rendezvous with Valerian.
And, sorry we lost our base and basically made a complete hash of it, but hey, we won. And apparently, because I didn't lose a unit inside the rip field on hard difficulty, I find that hard to believe, but maybe I did. Yeah, 0 units lost to rip field, which means that I'm the master of the universe. Yeah, Queen. Okay, well, all in all, that went pretty well. I mean, obviously it didn't go well. I lost all my SCVs and my base, and the mission should have been able to win that one. Well, yeah, you know what, it took me 45 freaking minutes, and if I hadn't lost my base and I hadn't been forced to just go for broke at the end there, it would have taken me longer, and I probably wouldn't If I'd had more time messing around with it, I might have not been able to get the Master of the Universe achievement, so... I have the power. Whoop. Yeah, I don't know why I just opened that thing. So let's go. Yeah, now we've got... Assuming I didn't totally screw things up, and now we're forced to go to the end game when we don't get to see these other missions where we fight our tourist mechs. I now have use of the powerful Battlecruiser in missions against mechs. So it'll be like mechs forces trying to fight a ragtag group of rebels who have like massive Battlecruiser fleets. Even if the ghost of General Duke came back, we'd be able to defeat his fleet before he could do like breakdance spinneroonie moves and decisive action. That's how awesome we are. Spinneroonies, folks. Spinneroonies. $22:48 shipboard time, so it's getting on up to 11. Time to go to bed. Sweet Home Alabama. Big Tuna. Yeah! I love that song, Sweet Home Alabama. I really appreciate the way Big Tuna wrote that. And yeah, whatever. Who am I? In their version, it's they don't hope Neil Young will remember. They hope Steve Young will remember. They need to change it slightly.
Fight the Dominion, not work for him.
Everybody simmer down.
Shut the fuck up.
We trusted the commander before. We should trust him now.
Yeah, well, you guys didn't go to jail for 10 years because of the commander.
Trust that drunk. Jim Raynor's nothing but a spineless coward. You've been nothing but poison since you got on this crate.
NWO poison!
That right. Pathetic.
You don't even have a Marine suit.
Yourself. The sooner you peons figure that
Heard
out.
about enough of this.
This is Jim.
You got 'em all fooled, don't you, Jimmy?
This is Jim.
But the first sign of trouble, you'll just duck and run. It's what you do, ain't it?
Well, there's been some
Me,
trouble up to this point.
Them, that pretty little girlfriend of yours.
Don't you dare call her my girlfriend. Wait. It's like fighting the Butcher in Diablo 3. This game ain't perfect, but it's better than Diablo 3. Oh no,
Don't do something you're gonna regret, Titus.
Don't wreck our ability to enjoy Big Tuna. You defeated me with my own stupidity. Hoist on his own petard.
You think he's right? I'm just gonna run out on you?
You got us working for the Dominion now, Commander.
Bitch.
You're taking us back to Char. It's like you're gone already.
This ain't about the Dominion. Our war's always been about saving lives. If the Zerg wipe everyone out, it's all been for nothing. So I'm going back to Char. If you're with me, it's your choice. Just like it's always been.
Now that's the commander I've been waiting on.
Satisfied?
The commander is a douchebag and
Let's get back to work,
gives
boys.
us ultimatums and doesn't trust us and... It's nice that the nerdy science guy got to hang out with them for a while. I feel like taking a leak on you, Tag.
I don't want to have this conversation again.
You're just lucky I'm not in the mood for a Cleveland steamer.
And fix my damn jukebox.
You know how to do that, right? It's like a turtle. He's trapped on his back. He's gonna die.
A little help here? Anybody?
Even that one little geeky science guy. The next day. And the cat came back the very next day. Hey, I got Jackson's Revenge Mercenaries. Movie Foundation will pay 10,000 credits for every Protoss relic you find from this point forward. Check the research console in the library when you bring... Okay, I think we are...
You still got a problem with us working alongside Valerian?
Oh my god, slap you. Oh wait.
Mengsk
I will
turned
have to
out to
slap
be
you
a
if you
ruthless
do have a
dictator.
problem. Never mind.
But that shouldn't automatically condemn his son. I followed you through hell and back, sir. I'm not quitting on you now.
Good man. This truce won't last forever. Just long enough to get the job done.
On a personal note, nice job with Tychus. That ass-kicking's been a long time coming.
I think it's nice that they trust Valerian Mengsk, who has already told them that it is his desire to be a better emperor than Arcturus. So it's like he wants to be the emperor. You know, he's not really... He's being pretty honest about it. You got to give him credit, I guess. Let's check the communicator.
Well, Junior, we got our hands on the final artifact. You can take possession of the whole set at any time.
Thank you, Commander, and well done. You're every bit as resourceful as I've been led to believe. I think the odds are stacking in our favor.
You better hope so. Delivering this artifact thing right to Kerrigan's doorstep. We're gonna need all the luck we can get.
Rest easy. We'll have the might of the Dominion fleet behind us.
Right.
Yeah, whatever. Also, I'm going to have Jihad Dune and Gen G to help us out. Let's check and see what our available missions are. Not that I'm ready to go yet. Up. The Ash World of Char. Yeah, you don't want to be going to Char until you've done everything else you're going to do. You don't get to turn back once you go to Char in this game. So, but there we go. I was pretty sure that's how it worked, and now I know that you can finish up the... it's the Mobius Foundation missions that ultimately take you to Char. I believe pretty much all other missions are optional, although maybe different Mobius Foundation missions won't unlock unless you do other missions on other plot lines. But you don't have to, you can do them first. So I mean, I could have in theory have rushed through, since you only use, I mean, honestly, if I was doing this again, I might rush through the Mobius Foundation missions, because other than the fact that you don't get to use Vikings for, yeah, thank you for that advice there. Other than the fact that you don't get Vikings, which are what I use to do one of their Mobius Foundation missions, if you just build lots of whatever unit is available in that mission and use them, like the Banshees were pretty much the key, although again, Vikings, very handy, but Banshees and Vikings are the key to winning the previous Mobius Foundation missions, and in that one it really is all about the Battlecruisers. I could have used Battlecruisers on all these other missions, so I kind of feel like I missed out. But Battlecruisers don't show up here, we don't get to talk about them.
How you holding up down here, Chief?
Better, now we got our old commander back. Oh, and our new best friend, Prince Charming, came through with some upgraded battlecruiser schematics. I've been working on some interesting modifications for our ships.
I'll check them out. Where we're going, we're gonna need all the firepower we
Yeah, now
can
each
get.
one of them is as big as our entire frickin', you know, area where we live and hang out, so it'll be kind of crazy after a while to have that many of them, but... So now the battlecruisers are available, and something just went ding. Oh, that was... Okay, never mind what that was. So we've got missile pods. Does area damage to air targets. Laser batteries are fearsome weapons across the wide stretch of space, but they leave the battlecruiser vulnerable to small interceptors. The ATVX missile pod can shore up this weakness by instantly bombarding an area with a massive barrage of anti-air missiles. Very good, especially if I use them in the final mission on Char. Because in that mission you will have the option to eliminate part of the Zerg ground force or part of the Zerg air force. Basically you can get rid of all aerial attacks. Well, I shouldn't say all aerial attacks. Yeah, it's not worth explaining now, except to say that if I was going to use battlecruisers, I would definitely want this upgrade to make it good anti-air. And then defensive matrix grants the defensive matrix ability, absorb 200 damage before failing, temporary deflection field that helps the countless system of premature death during the original Brood War. Now the minds of Lars Corps have adopted the technological marvel to protect the massive pulse of the Minotaur class battlecruiser. So... thinking ahead to that last mission. Never did get anything for the siege tanks. The siege tanks are pretty damn effective as they are. Plus 40 damage to primary target is what I'd really love to improve is the splash damage, but maybe as much as I love the idea of using banshees, I probably won't use them very much. So I'll get my upgrades for the battlecruisers and try to infantry tech master, starship tech master. These don't cost that much though. And they could be useful in this next mission, but it's hard to say. I'll leave it be for right now. Cantina. Talk to a good friend. Tychus. Well, I can look at the mercenaries.
Came to the right place.
That's nice to know. I haven't really been using them at all in previous playthroughs. On I picked up a few of the contracts, but didn't use them much. Jackson's Revenge, I did remember to use a lot, or sometimes. You only get one battlecruiser, but it's kind of like a souped-up battlecruiser. Extra health, extra damage. Battlecruiser dates back to the earliest days of the Confederacy. The notorious vessel had been commanded by dozens of captains, all of whom had either died in battle or at the hands of the ship still in its crew. Hey, I actually get a conversation with Tosh. It's been a while.
Ah, here's my man.
Hey, what up, brother?
How can I be helping you, Mr. Rayner?
You sit up here watching everything. Tell me what you see. Tychus just a mean drunk?
Yep. Well,
I wish it was
more than
just
just
that.
a mean drunk, but...
all that jealousy and rage. He's fighting himself over something he don't want to do. You'll see.
It's pretty obvious, really. I mean... Manx released him from... well, never mind.
You ready to tell me what the hell that was all about?
Man, these last few weeks, helping you fight the good fight, I finally got a taste of what real freedom is. But that's all coming to an end with you charging off like some damn hero for a cause I couldn't care less about.
Then what was all that talk earlier about doing humanity a favor? And getting paid well in the process?
Just seems the closer we get to your Queen of Blades. Well, let's just say things don't always work out the way you plan, Jimmy.
I need you with me on this one, Tychus. Trust me. For old time's sake.
All right. I'm with you.
That's my boy.
Alright, I'm into it.
Old times.
How thoughtful.
Home, sweet home.
Sweet home, Alabama. Where the sky is blue. Sweet home, Alabama. Now I'm coming home to you. Bam, down, bam, down. Yeah, you got nothing. So, let me get my credits from these guys. I don't know whether you actually get the credits unless you come here to visit. I'm not sure, and I don't remember how many we did see ourselves having, so...
This is Donnie Vermillion, live from UNN
Oh, is that
Studios
who
on
it is?
Core Hall. Troubling news tonight, as Crown Prince Valerian seems to have gone missing.
That's right, Donnie.
We found him
Prince
hanging out with the
Valerian
Rainer
was
and me. What the
scheduled
fuck?
to speak at the launch of the Dominion's newest battlecruiser, the White Star. But the ceremony
The
had
White
to proceed
Star, wasn't
without
that
the
like
prince when he
Shing
failed
Tsai's
to
nickname?
arrive.
She was like the
Official
Shining Star or
government
something?
sources offered no comment.
Whatever the
Wars 5.
situation, we here at UNN hope the prince is okay.
It's always
Oh,
about Shing
Junior's
Tsai,
doing just
somehow.
fine. So far.
Well, until I get around to killing him for some reason, I don't know, maybe I'll do that. Whatever. It's hard to say. Anyway, folks, next time, well, we don't have a choice anymore. I'm going to show you all the missions, and I can't show you all the missions if I go straight to the end game at Char. But it does mean that I'm sneaking up on the end of this game. And, yeah, we're almost there. We're almost there, folks. So I'm going to save just in case I somehow screw up the things that I've already done on camera here, chatting with people and the like. And when we come back, it's going to be a mission to steal a top secret Dominion weapon and mess with Arcturus Mengsk's reputation. That'll be fun. It's a very cool weapon. It's a fun mission, although we don't get to control the weapon itself in this next mission. But in the mission after that, we have like a one-shot here. We have like a one-shot mission controlling a super badass hero unit. Though hard mode will probably spoil our fun by making it real easy for the enemy to destroy it, since you have to keep the hero unit alive, a la Duke's tank. I didn't even know. Yeah, see, Grimmeth did the some sort of special campaign that was on like the preview disc. I didn't even know about. Wow, crazy stuff. Duke in a tank. When wonders never cease. Taking decisive action. Anyway, folks, that's another LP. This LP continues next time with the, I think there's 2 more missions worth of the fighting against Mengsk plotline, and then there's a secret mission you can unlock in one of them, which is optional, which I'll do. It's a dungeon crawl. Then we get to Char. Char is going to have 1 mandatory intro mission. Char basically is 3 parts. The first mission is always the same. Second mission you get to choose between 2 different ways, approaches, and I'll show you both. And then the third mission, depending on what you did in mission 2, it's changed slightly. It's a little bit like taking out either the fusion reactors or the missile silos before invading Augustgrad. You get the same map, same enemies, it just changes one of the enemy types that goes up against you. But I'm not going to show you both versions of the final mission, the same way I didn't show you both versions of this attack on Augustgrad. It's all the same, except for one little thing that changes. So that means that by my reckoning, we've got I might have forgotten something, but that means that we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 videos left in this LP. And hopefully none of them are going to be ludicrously long. Anyway, I'm the Mysterious JG. I want to thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.